So let's address the DOMA issue. I mean, what's up with that?
Actually, when the Supreme Court overturned DOMA,
And just kind
it's
of
the
let people,
Defense of Marriage Act.
yeah. And who applies? Who does that apply to?
The homosexual, gay, lesbian community.
Okay.
When they overturned that, basically what they did was say for federal purposes that that community, the gay and lesbian community, if they got married somewhere where it was, like if they got married in Hawaii, in a state that recognizes same-sex marriage, then as far as they're concerned, they're married. So therefore, they fall underneath all of the same qualifications and standards that a heterosexual married couple does as far as their eligibility for subsidies.
And how is Obamacare going to affect that?
Well, because here in the state of North Carolina, marriage is recognized statewide, that it's just between a man and a woman and that's it. Now, federally, they're recognized as the same as a heterosexual married couple. So in order to qualify for subsidies, they have to file their federal taxes as married joint, and then they qualify for subsidies. But what that also does is if you have one spouse that is working for a company that does not offer benefits, they're now not eligible to get a subsidy like they would have been before.
Really? So what are their options?
They have to talk to me, find out what's going on. A lot of the employers in North Carolina are going to have to take a good look. It's another example of the philosophical and I don't want to say religious, but the founding principles that some of the companies have chosen for their companies. Hobby Lobby is a very Christian-based organization. Chick-fil-A, we know, is a very Christian-based organization, and they don't necessarily recognize that sort of a relationship.
Right.
So those companies are now going to have to take a really good look at what their principles are, and it could affect the rest of their employees because they can't offer spousal benefits if they don't offer spousal benefits to the gay and lesbian community as well.
Wow. Sounds complicated. So how do people get a hold of you again?
My number is 980-225-6733, or they can shoot me an email at heatherh425@gmail.com.
And does your company have a website?
It's coming. It's coming.
And they can look for that address at
h2benefits.com.
Oh, it's like h2benefits.com?
It's H, and yes, the number 2, because they didn't, we didn't want to make it a huge one with the word squared. So yes, it's h2benefits.com.
Great. Thanks, Heather.
You're welcome.